Hello everyone, my name is Mimi Nyaba and I'm a food researcher at the African Center for Cities. In this video, I will be presenting the various systems that are interconnected and impact on urban food access. In the story of Feeding Nosipho, these systems are presented as petals which shift in emphasis depending on the specific food access challenges. The petals in this video are referred to as the urban environment, the social systems, food system, the social services systems, and health systems. The urban system is the entire urban space and the actions that take place within and as a result of the interaction with urban contexts. An urban environment is not restricted to the house that a person occupies. It includes the physical infrastructure, such as the roads, the network, traffic signage, whether or not there's electricity, water, and sanitation, and refuse removal services that are designated and well-maintained retail, health, education, cultural, and nature facilities, as well as the intangible things such as the spaces through which people can create, share, and enjoy not only food, but also creative, recreational, and religious expressions. Social systems refer to the wider societal systems, and these are the private support structures that are established within family and social networks for the benefit of the communities. And examples of these are such as your loans, your saving schemes, community fundraisers that, for example, in Kenya are called harambes, burial associations, church welfares, and neighborhood security forums. The food system refers to the entire food value chain and the actors that support the functioning of that chain, from input supplies, through the value chain from farm to consumption to waste, and includes the retail and even reciprocity systems that enable food access. To put this simply, it refers to the way that food is taken from its source to your plate. Many role players are involved in this process, from the farmers who grow the natural produce, for example, to distributors who transport it from the farm to the cities, to marketplaces which provide the facilities to store and chill bulk produce, and stores enabling these sales. The food environment denotes a more micro food circuit which encompasses everything from the supply chain, the retail outlet, to the hospitality and culinary establishments. Social services systems refer to services provided through aspects broadly defined as social protection, which include education, health, grants, and medical support. These are state-administered services that benefit society. For example, these are welfare services, social cultural institutions, police services. Social services are distinguishable from social systems in that these are state policies, whereas social systems refer to the reciprocal relationships between people. Health systems are systems of public and private health provisions. Systems that impact health outcomes are also deemed to be health systems. For example, community-related health considerations, water and sanitation systems. The petals should be understood as less of a theory, but more as a way to understand that food security is shaped by each of these different systems and how they interact with each other from both a policy level and the lived experience of those most affected by the system. This means intervention on one part of the system will affect other parts of the system. Calling for more transverse responses to policy would amplify the impact of existing policies and programs. For example, we start by looking at a mother's concern for her child's nutrition and what the constraints are in terms of what she can get for the child, For example, finances and time in the sense of her own profession and personal commitments. So the questions are, what are the implications of these things in terms of time? How does her travel to her professional commitments get affected by the transport system that exists? Where would she then be shopping? Would she be shopping at a taxi rank? But if she's shopping at ShopRite, can she carry everything home? And then does she have the space within her house to store the food? Does she have refrigeration? Is she paying for electricity with a voucher? Does she have electricity? So then you start to see yourself as this woman who's having to think about all these other things and what it means to bring food to the table. So what are the implications of these things in terms of time? How does her travel to her professional commitments get affected by the transport system that exists? Where would she then be shopping? Would she be shopping at the taxi rank? If she's shopping at ShopRite, can she carry everything? And then does she have the space within her house to store the food? Does she have refrigeration? Is she paying for electricity with the electricity voucher? Does she have electricity? So then you start to see yourself as this woman who's having to think about all these things and what it means to bring food to the table.